With me. I call it Today It's a Powerhouse. Let me start like this. Good. And so we are looking at this conversation. Now, I have in the studio Nigerian film producer, director, actor, and president and founder of the Nollywood Ghana chapter. He has produced award-winning films like The King with No Culture, Indian Money, Uncrashable, Ogbozo, Malibu Kingdom, and even more. And you know, I said last week that the interesting thing is that I was featured in all these movies, and I'll continue to feature, in Jesus' name. Destiny Austin Omon. Hey, how are you doing, my boss? All right. Okay, please.
Today I will not speak tree.
And I haven't said so yet. I mean, today the tree speaking will go to my beautiful lady seated right here. But you know, my question to you is, Abio, have you reduced the fire today? But don't worry, I have a bucket of water here today, and I've also invited fire service to be on standby because the fire was massive today. But I've got a fire quencher by my side today. But how are you doing? I mean, I'll come to you. How are you doing?
I'm fine, and it's been a whole lot of week, and so many things happened. But the thing is that...
Hey, fire! Stand by, guys!
You know, when I say something, the universe have a way of vindicating me. You've known me for more than 10 years.
That's
Most
right.
of the things I've said come to pass because the universe has a way of vindicating me.
All right.
I did say it here last week that respect do not keep a marriage. So with what is trending between the popular motivational speaker and the husband has just vindicated me that respect is not good enough to keep a marriage. Anyway, we'll get to that.
Yes, we'll get there. And that has also told me I should get water by my side because it's going to be fire. But I thank God that, you know, you always churn out reality.
Yes.
You know, and everybody says it's going so well. And also in the studio with me is the beautiful, the gorgeous Jennifer Uzoma. She is a Nigerian actress. She's a film producer, sometimes referred to as Jenny Uzoma. So how may I refer to you, Jenny?
Both
Hallelujah.
Are correct. Jennifer.
Absolutely. So she's known for her roles in films Jemima, The Trophy Wife in 2019, Prayers for Nina in 2022, The Teacher 2021, Naked and Betrayed, and many other award-winning movies. Jenny, all that for one person. How are you? How is Ghana treating you?
Ghana is amazing. The people are beautiful,
really?
Hospitable, friendly, welcoming.
Whoa.
I'm actually really happy to be here.
Great. And you have some more time to spend here?
Well, a bit more time before I go back to my country.
Well, have you tasted any Ghanaian food?
Are you kidding? Yes,
right.
I have. I've been trying to get acquainted with the food I have had.
For example?
Banku.
Oh, well, let me clap for Banku right here.
Wache.
Wait. Wache, continue.
Wache KK.
Dokunu ni meko. Kana mention dokunu ni meko. Oh my God.
I mean, the food is so different from my country's food. Like I said earlier, I wish there were more greens in the food because the foods are very fatty. You know,
really?
Lots of carbs. Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I did enjoy the food.
You enjoyed it.
Yes.
You like the protein idea as well.
I love the protein.
So your advice is that we should add a lot of vegetables.
Lots of greens, spinach.
Oh, Lord.
You know, lentils.
I mean, I'll attest to that. When I go to Nigeria, they say vegetable soup.
We love vegetables. We love greens.
A round of applause.
I love greens.
For vegetable soup. Yes.
But it's also really nice tasting new cuisine from Ghana. Mm-hmm. So I really enjoyed eating the food.
Thank you so much. I have loved your pepper soup to bits forever and ever. Ogbono soup. No, I'm trying to love ogbono soup as well.
And the likes.
That's right. And how is the movie industry also treating you?
You mean here in Ghana?
No. I mean, you want to talk about here in Ghana? You've experienced it in Ghana as well?
Well, you know, I'm still reasonably new here. I'm just clocking 3 weeks here, so I haven't participated in a movie yet, but the people I've been talking to, I mean, it's been positive so far. For the movie industry in Nigeria, we are thriving. Like, we are the giants of Africa. Everybody's on set. There are different platforms now. You can't say, oh, if this platform doesn't want me, I can't be on this platform. And then almost everybody has a YouTube channel. So, I mean, if you want to film every day, You can film every day, but I mean, I would always look out for the good scripts. I've gotten to that stage in my life where it's not just about being on set.
Thank you.
I'm a producer as well. If I want to make films, I'll make films. So for me now, the scripts, it's very, very important. The script is the foundation. So I don't get to be in all films now. I choose to be in films that I select, or my management selects for me. Films that I know that when they come out, they tell good stories, and relate to the people. But as for the movie industry in Nigeria, everything is going it's booming 100%.
Great.
Netflix is there. You can shoot for Amazon. You can shoot for the different YouTube channels. You can shoot for DSTV. So we have work in abundance.
I can imagine.
In Nigeria.
And the money is coming.
What can I say? Money can never be enough. But I mean, it's coming in. We're grateful to God.
Absolutely. We thank God and we pray for even much better. This year is going to be much, much better.
Absolutely.
Okay? Yes.
Absolutely.
And definitely I'm going to be doing something with you as well.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yes, by the grace of God. And now let's get down to business. We are talking about love. And the man in front of me, now he happens to be the one right in front of me. So if there's any punch, I'm the one going to receive it. But let's talk about love at first sight first. Let me start from Jenny. Do you believe in love at first sight? Because on Friday, there's going to be a lot of love at first sight. Sorry, I'm speaking to you. When I saw her, my heart started beating. Kum, kum, kum. And then I knew that he was sent from above. Madam.
Okay, well, when I was much, much younger, perhaps in my 20s, I believe I would have totally said that there is something like love at first sight.
Right.
But now I'm a bit more mature. I have lived. I have seen people's experiences. So I can tell you that there is nothing like love at first sight.
So what is it?
I'm getting there. What we have is lust, physical attraction. Yeah. They say the eyes has to eat first. So a man sees a woman, she has curves, she looks really nice. The man has to be attracted first. So I believe what some people would say is love at first sight is probably infatuation.
All right. So infatuation at first sight.
Infatuation, being attracted to the opposite sex or whatever sex. That's what it is. Physical
so to
attraction.
You, there's nothing like when I saw you, I realized you were the woman for me. There's nothing like that?
Nana, at this stage in my life, that is...
It's out.
It's completely out. It's rubbish. It doesn't exist.
Whoa.
There is more, much more to relationships, marriage, and all that than
butterflies.
Trust
Destiny.
me.
What do
Trust
you think?
Well, I'll be like bicycle. For me, I will agree with her partly, but not totally.
Okay.
Love at first sight, it's part of the system. It's part of the process. It's part of the procedure.
Right.
I do believe that as a man, that girl should take you on looking at her for the first time. Because like I said last week, there are so many things to mark out before you say, this is my woman. Looks is one of them. You see, growing up, heart don't pump, you will tell the heart, my friend, sit down one place. Then you go back home, take a bottle of drink and ask yourself questions. Right. Then you go back to the date again, you mark out things. Okay, my heart don't beat for body. Is my heart beating for character? Is my heart beating for pocket?
one in a day. You see someone you like the person, and then she comes tomorrow and tells you, oh, I have this illness. Are you going to drop her, or are you going to stay there? But let's say you guys have been in a relationship or you've known each other, and then she comes to you and says, oh, this is happening, oh, this is happening. You would be, you would be more accepting. Love is accepting. Love is kind. You don't fall in love in a day. Okay. That is all physical attraction.
Yours is that the falling in love should not be in a day, but you can love someone in a day. Is that right?
I wouldn't exactly call it love. Okay, you can like someone. You can be genuinely interested in someone. You can be much, much attracted to someone. And by saying this, I'm not saying that there aren't people that have met, falling in love, even gotten married in the space of 2 months, and their relationships haven't stood the test of time. It happens. I'm not saying that doesn't happen. But in today's day and age, is rare. It's rare. And I come from the school of thought that says that you have to get to know a person. You don't just rush into things. Baby steps. If you rush in, you rush out. You don't say, I love you. And then in the next 2 weeks, after you've probably had the girl, and you now come and start, men. Oh my goodness. Men will leave you in the desert without water.
My producer, Pascal, come and continue this show.
I'm sorry. Look, I am not a hater of men.
I get that.
I love men.
I get
but
that.
the thing is, you can do with men, you can't do with them, you can't do without them. Men are very, very important in our lives. But then again, as a woman, you have to know where you stand. Do you understand? And that's coming to this topic that we have today, being financially.
Yes, we'll come to that. Okay. We are looking at, now let me bounce this off you. He talks about physical appearance. He says it matters, yes, but not to the ultimate. Right. That means you have to look at a few other things. Pause.
Absolutely.
And look. Do you think physical appearance matters to you? For instance, I don't want a short man. I don't want a tall man. And so I don't want somebody who is fair. Those things, do they really matter?
You know what? I am very, very flexible. Just like I mentioned earlier, if you had asked me years back, I would probably say, of course, I want a broad-chested man. Of course, I want a tall man, 6 foot, sexy, this.
Right.
But right now, no. My priorities have changed. Okay?
All right.
They will tell you, don't even look at what's in the body. Enter the body. Just enter and see what works for you. So for me, my man being attractive is a bonus. That's not what I'm looking out for.
Right.
As long as he loves me, as long as he supports me, and he also has to be financially stable.
Okay,
right?
We'll talk about that.
He has to be, because it's extremely important.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, looks are not like 100% for me anymore.
Are you sure looks are not?
No.
Okay, away from you, are you sure looks in any way? Let's forget about the fantasizing one that you want a tall man who embrace you and is 6 feet tall, and let's forget about that.
Glass of chocolate.
Let's remove that from there. Now, are you sure looks are not a factor?
Are you generalizing or
in general? In general,
absolutely. Okay. Looks are a factor. Like I said, the eyes will eat first before you start going and checking out the qualities of the woman or the man. So looks are very, very important. There are men that marry women solely for being a trophy wife, like a handbag. If you marry a woman that is attractive, you'll be proud to go on occasions with her, present her to people and say, this is my wife. But if a man maybe marries a woman that doesn't really look so nice, they will probably be hiding her.
What about the flip side? The woman marries a man who physically, you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
Then you'll be going for parties. He doesn't have to be a trophy man, a trophy husband. But were you going to feel proud?
Absolutely. Why not? Okay. I would want to marry a good-looking man if it comes. If he comes. But if he doesn't, that's not my priority, really. But, I mean, above all, looks are very, very important. They are. Of course, I concur.
I want to clap.
Of course, I concur. Yeah, looks are great. Yeah. Just like this good-looking man sitting right here.
All right. Destiny, you just got scholarship right here. And you're going to pay commission for that, actually. All right, so let's look at character. This person is still clapping. Let's look at character right now. The other time you also mentioned a bit about character. Because you started it, I want you to mention it, and then I will seek her point of view.
Okay, let me... First of all, nice one. I
should clap, right?
I like it when you bring somebody we can exchange fire.
Oh, no.
And I like the fire. And
I'm even turning it down.
don't start what you can't finish, because this studio today, na me and you.
Easy, ceasefire. We're like, drink water.
I don't drink water, no worry.
You don't cool them.
Yes. You know, she said something. You know, I said something last week. I said, women don't love.
What do? They fall
in contract. And she just vindicated me right here. And let me speak. I will allow her speak.
Okay.
Last week I did say something. It's only a man that will foolishly go into that thing called love, because he doesn't check anything. Once that heart starts beating, every other thing don't matters to him. The career doesn't matter. How much she has in her account don't matter. The guy will just stupidly, because his heart is beating. But she has just confirmed that no matter how her heart beats, because she's now a matured woman, she knows what she wants. She will take the heartbeat away and go into other things, which men don't do. And that is why last week I was advising that men should also go and check what is the career of that lady. How much does she have? Because she just told you now that no matter how her heart beats, she's not going to base her acceptance. She didn't even accept to say love. She said acceptance. She said other things. That vindicates men that is in a relationship, it is easy for the man to love, but the woman to come into a contract by looking at your career, by looking at your pocket, then looking at your looks and looking at everything she's going to get. And these are things men don't even look at.
Let's talk about character.
Okay.
So we are focusing on character.
With character now. Yes. You see, I said something last week and God vindicated me. You see, women, when they become powerful, they look at the character of a man they can marry.
Please hold on. Explain powerful for both men and women. What do you mean by powerful?
Okay, like now, when a man becomes powerful, like you are financially powerful.
Right.
You are probably, you have, is it security power and other power? You see that you want to marry a woman that can polish that ego, that can polish that achievement that you've gotten. If you also flip it over, why is my sister Jenny talking like this? It's because she is now an independent woman. She has attained to that level where she's achieved. And she also wants a man that will polish that ego. Okay. We'll talk of Reverend Oduro and the husband. Let me use them as a typical example.
Without going into detail, I really don't like talking about marriages.
Yes, because they're outside there. Okay. We have no choice than to talk about it. This woman, if you look at how the marriage came, she has been more powerful than the guy. We flip it now. She's always been more powerful than the guy. And if you listen to her interview, she keeps saying, oh, I just married him because I wanted to marry him. I just married him. All along, she has been powerful. And this guy has been like a small boy. But he's also grown up 10, 15 years, and the eye don't open, and he can no longer take being married by a woman. Then both start asking for respect, and you see that it shouldn't go.
Is that actually the case?
Most cases like
probably, we are assuming that maybe because she appeared powerful.
She said it herself. She said it herself that she had more powerful men chasing after her.
Okay.
But she went for this guy anyway. The guy didn't know how to dress. The guy didn't have money and all of that. She said it herself. What it means is that she wanted someone that would respect her because she was powerful. We just flip it now when the woman is on top. And you notice that when the guy started growing, a young man, he became also powerful because he is married to a powerful woman. And at a time, he's not going to take that madam husband. He's not going to take it again. He wants to be the Oga, why they will call you Oga wife.
That's right.
And you see the conflict of interest.
So now her character.
So character, from the beginning, make sure she exposes all characters and you are able to deal with it from the beginning. Don't say she's going to change in front. Just the same way with a woman should not say he's going to change in front. Know everything about him. If you are marrying an actor, know he's an actor, know how he does his work, and be ready to accept him the way he is.
So regarding character, so you're saying that for you as a man, you would want to know everything about. How will you do that? Because I will not show you everything.
Okay.
How are you going to do that before I come to Jenny?
And that is why I will advise people, don't rush into marriage. Yes, as a man, don't rush into marriage. don't let them force you into putting your hand in that signature, putting your signature in that document, because it is not easy to reverse. So if you want to stay 10 years courting until you get to know the real woman you are with, do it. If she's not comfortable with it, my brother, please run away.
All right.
Trust me, if you have to go 15 years to study that woman, my brother, do it. There is no crime that says you shouldn't marry after 40 years, after 45 years.
And you believe that you will see everything you need to see, or there will be surprises when you get married.
Then that is why you have to be technical in going into such relationship.
Right.
I want to marry you. I want to study you like book. I allow you to come stay with me for a while. I come stay with you for a while. We expose ourselves. If every day I keep seeing surprises, you bring out one character more, that will make the sentence long. We'll stay more to see how many surprises I need to get until I am sure you have exhausted all your surprises. But otherwise, my brother, don't do it.
Okay, drink water 1 second. Jenny, come in. Character. We are limiting to character and then we move on to other things.
Character is extremely important. You see, for him, he's talking solely for the men folk. But for me, and then he sounds somehow like a misogynist. Sort of. But for me, I speak for the women and the men, but more for the women because I'm a woman. So character is extremely important. And then I would also have to agree with what he said in getting to know your partner completely. I really don't advise anybody to rush into marriage. Though, you know, for some women, sometimes when the biological clock starts ticking and they didn't get married early, they might, you know, a little sense of desperation, and then they enter marriage without getting to find out the man and knowing the man very well. But honestly, my advice is to study your man. You both should study yourself. In fact, interview yourself, right? Find out what values do our goals align. Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years? What career moved? In fact, down to spending. Where are we going to live? How many kids are we going to have?
Their character.
You know,
when we say character is quite broad.
Right.
The way they respond to you, the way they behave to people.
Yes, I know. And then again, also be very, very prayerful, because even if you space it out, if you space out the dating for like 6 or 7, 8 months before you get married, you still realize 5 years down the line that you never really knew this person.
Exactly.
A woman can conceal. A man can also conceal. I'm an actor. If I want to act for 8 months, you see me like an angel. You will not even see that other side of me. I can do it. So you also pray for the spirit of discernment in as much as character matters. Then take down, note every little thing that this man... In fact, I feel like you should both be open to each other.
But if you note everything they do...
You talk about it. You talk. Communication is key.
Okay.
Marriage should be open. So you talk to your partner, find out exactly what he wants, what she wants, and also try to study. Do your own study.
How do you believe that can be done without sounding like you are judgmental at every point?
No, you be subtle.
How would you do? Yes.
You be subtle about it. You don't go on looking at him and asking, oh, where are you wearing this? Why did you say this? Why did you... You note things. How did he react to this, question that I asked him? What was his response? Even if he doesn't beat you, no, not beat him, but how does he react when you piss him off? Sometimes as a woman, you're a woman now, try to piss him off a bit, just a bit.
Right. What if he goes overboard?
That is what I am saying. Try to study your partner, know the kind of person you're dealing with.
In other words, you believe that partners should test each other.
Yes. Not just test. Study each other, know each other well. Because marriage is supposed to be lifelong.
Do you not recommend? Because, go ahead and seduce my husband and see whether he will fall.
No.
It's a part of it.
Of course not.
God forbid.
Of course
that will not happen.
Of course,
because
you try
it. And that is when
it comes to bite you in the ass.
I know, right?
Please, I didn't give that advice. No.
Well, we are still on Z101.9 FM. It's Love A to Z on the brighter side. And we are looking at factors to consider when choosing a life partner. And we have started with physical appearance, character, and we are quickly moving to domestic capabilities. Okay, we are talking about must he or she know how to cook. Hey, they are clearing their throat. Must he or she know how to cook, clean the house? Should the man do this? Should the woman do that? We are coming to that before we delve into education, money, and career. Okay, so we are looking at domestic capabilities. I'll be activating the phones. And remember, when you call, you get a box of something nice and sumptuous from Doman Foods, and also some sumptuous meals. You get a voucher to go eat at Liberu Restaurant. So are you ready? You will be calling. I will not announce the number now, because if I do, you start calling now. So I'll be activating the phones in a few minutes, but let's delve into this. You can also send your message on 0544 321019. What do you think we should consider when we are choosing a life partner? And at the right time, I'll be reading out your messages. Domestic capabilities. Let me come to Destiny. Is this something you must look out for? Does she know how to cook? Does she know how to wash? Does she know how to clean? Are they things we will look at? Let's take to this domestic capabilities.
Before, I would have said yes. But now, our advice men, no.
It is not a priority?
No.
Why?
I'll tell you why. How much does it cost to pay a maid?
A maid?
Yes. The stress you are going to go through, for instance, you marry somebody that can clean, that can cook, that can wash, okay? And the person have no career. The person have no financial support to your family.
Okay.
My brother, young man, it is not a good business in your marriage. The reason is the value of that cooking and cleaning. It's not up to the value of financial assistance and career if you want to put them on a scale. Like you go into a marriage and say, oh, okay, she didn't go to school. Okay, she no school, no career, no finance, not be say she be businesswoman, no financial background to take support you and all of that. But you go into it because, oh, she can cook, she can clean. You will be frustrated. No matter how rich you are, because it gets to that point where you need somebody to do the homework of your kids. Don't deceive yourself. You get to that point where you need somebody to teach your kid. Your kid is in the university right now.
The teacher no day.
Forget teacher.
No fee employed teacher.
You are the biggest teacher to your child.
Okay, I'm saying that because you said about the maid as well.
Yes.
Okay, please continue.
Yes, you can employ a teacher and everything, but how do you feel when your son comes to ask you a question about something he feels you should know naturally and you don't know it? Then how are you a mentor to those children? It's very important. After the teacher in class has finished, you are the biggest teacher at home and mentor. So, like for me, I'm a producer, and my kids always come and they want to ask me things about production. Sometimes their mates will ask them things in school, and they'll bring it home. Why? Because their father is a producer and a broadcaster. He should know. How would they feel when they come and I don't know, I have to ask someone else? So these things are very, very important. So if you say, oh, because she can cook, she can clean, the cost of cooking and cleaning is not up to 5% of what you spend. So you can afford it, my brother. So okay, that shouldn't be a basis for you to marry any woman.
That shouldn't be a basis, but should there at least be... So you are talking from the man's point of view.
Yes.
Should she at least know how to do a few domestic things? Is that... Or you're saying in the absence of that crash, she'll wake up, stretch one leg here, and then just polish herself and go out and stuff like that and be very educated and all of that. Should there be a little element of I can manage a home? Should there be?
You know, I said something about broken home last week. I don't want to go there.
Right.
But a woman that lives with a parent, mother, father, at least should know how to take care of her environment to some extent.
Second. So I'm getting a call coming in right now on 0544321019, but I will accept your calls in a bit. So, dear lady or gentleman, just hang on with your call. Don't put your phone aside. We'll be activating the phones in a bit, and then you will make your contribution. Thank you, Destiny. Please continue.
Yes. Okay. Like I said, yes, like I said.
Please continue.
Yes, like I said. So, with character, when it comes to cooking, cleaning, and all of that, if you want to divide it in ratio, it shouldn't be up to 10%, and you can afford it.
Okay.
So cooking and cleaning shouldn't be the reason you marry a woman. It's a bad business.
Great.
Yeah, because a woman also will not marry you only because you can do domestic job. If a woman marries you because you can clean, cook, and you will not be 2 months in the marriage and the whole stadium, everybody will know that she's the one feeding you. Yes, everybody will know that she is the husband and you are the wife. Yes, so because of that, don't also marry a woman because she can clean, she can cook. No, you will be frustrated.
I am hearing deep things, and I don't want to ask you where you found these. You know, sometimes as we grow past 40, we get to, like Jenny was saying, we get to learn a lot from even people's experiences and all of that. So sometimes when these people talk, they know what they are saying, isn't it?
I've been married, living with a woman for 10 years.
Right, okay.
And apart from that, I dated a whole lot before settling down. I know women. I can tell you, and because my mom didn't give birth to a girl, I was more or less like a girl in the house. So literally everything, even before I started dating, I knew everything about woman. She would tell me, you don't speak like this to a woman. If you speak like this to a woman will not like you. You can't wear this. You can't, where's your perfume? You can't smell like this. How would you get close to a woman like this? How will you do this? Most of the things I am doing now, she taught me how to cook.
So that means I'm on the right track, because my 19-year-old is learning all that from me.
God bless you.
But I want to switch to Jennifer. So you heard him.
Do you know that women are naturally submissive?
Naturally?
If you love a woman properly, just love her. Even if she didn't go into that marriage to be that domestic, she will find herself being drawn to doing that. There are, some few dates I've had in the past, and, they requested for a particular meal. I have had to go on Google, even if I didn't know how to make that dish. I have had to go on Google or YouTube to get recipes.
Why did
to
you
make
do
food?
That? Was it from love?
Out of love.
Do you sometimes have a sense of motherhood, quote unquote? I say that carefully.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So I'm getting somewhere. I know I started with this line, but I'm saying that while it is not a must for a woman to be domesticated, there is a way you would treat a woman that she would find herself doing those things even without being asked to. No matter if you're a career woman or not. Cardi B will say, I don't cook, I don't clean, but I got this ring and all that.
Right.
She sang that in the song, but then she would show videos of herself cooking in the background. I'm cleaning, and people would be like, okay, you say you don't cook, you don't clean. How come you're doing this in the background? Because her husband was treating her right. That was in the past, because I know now they're in the process of a divorce. So yeah, being domesticated is not a priority, but a woman can end up doing that. And also, marriage should be 50-50. I've gotten to that level in life where I feel like I give you 50, I give you 100, you give me 100.
What is the 100 in terms of domestic?
You're all.
Okay. You believe that the man should...
A man should also contribute. I'm sorry, at the risk of sounding like a feminist, a man should also chip in. I mean, look at you. You're a career woman. You're here at work today, right? What if you had a particular call time and you couldn't make the dish, you couldn't clean up?
I mean, my man made me breakfast today.
Oh, my dear, you see, high five. So, but I feel like, I mean, everybody should contribute.
In as much as I'm not bringing my opinions here, one thing I believe in is that God made man. With all a man has all the responsibilities here and there, and blah blah. We'll be talking about that.
So if a man has
and then he brings in a woman to be
a help
right? That is meat for you. And then the men in Africa, we have flipped it like, boom.
No.
Now you do this, you do that.
No, that's
what Destiny disagrees with.
That was in the olden age.
It still happens though.
This is the modern age. As much as a woman should be submissive, there are times that she has to go to work too. So my man that is why I will have to know you very well before getting into a lifelong contract with you. You should still be able. There are men that are stay-at-home dads, right? I'm not saying a man should be a stay-at-home dad. My man should be able to take care of me financially, emotionally, spiritually, and all of that. But a man doing the dishes is not the worst thing in the world. I'm sorry, men. Please don't hate me. I'm just saying it.
No,
like,
I mean, you're saying
like
true.
it is.
So
Everything
let me
has
ask you a
changed
question.
now.
So assuming you have a man who says, sweetheart, I don't want you to hurt yourself. Don't work. Sit home. Hold on. No fire. Sit home. I want to take care of you. Make sure you have everything. And you are in the house. I know you say no, you not even do that. I wouldn't want to do it.
A man that will tell me to stay at home doesn't like me.
Right.
I'm sorry, because I will be very unhappy.
Assuming there is that out there, not even you.
Right.
And he's doing everything for you. Would you domesticate?
Absolutely. You should. You should. If your man is out there and you're at home, why not you should be able to do it.
Okay.
You know?
Destiny.
Nah.
Briefly, before we go into...
You see, a lizard that fall from miracle tree says, if no one will praise him, he will praise himself.
Sorry.
Let me say this for you. I've known you for more than 10 years. I know your man. And sometimes we want to go on set. Let me say this on air. We want to go... Relax. You dey fire me, make I fire you.
I won't bring fire service here to pursue
Sometimes
you.
we want to go on set and you will tell me, oh, director, today... I want to use today to cook about 7 dishes I'll put in the fridge so that when I go on set, my man don't start struggling
That is
to
my
cook.
choice.
Relax.
Okay.
Now you will fix all those different dishes, you put it in the fridge before you go for your work when you are on set. What it means is that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, until the day you come back from set.
What if a man insists on fresh food? Because even in Ghana, I'm seeing it now that men, it's just fresh food they eat. They don't want foods that are stocked in the refrigerator.
Some. So now you put it in and you take care of him like your son and said, oh, when I go out, this man is going to be hungry. Tell me what will stop that man from making breakfast for you, even if it is 3 times a week.
Well, okay, you have a point.
Yes, but you see, men hate to when you force me to do it. I know how to cook. Once in a while, I can jump into the kitchen. I'm making jollof rice and moi moi for everybody.
If your man cannot cook to save Mother Ghana, he can't cook to save his life, what would you do, Jenny?
Say again?
If your man cannot cook to save Nigeria, he can't do anything in the kitchen. Genuinely, not like he doesn't want to cook. You are working, would you cook?
He can learn.
He can learn.
If my man can send me to a culinary school to learn how to cook, then...
You would cook for him?
Yes, then why shouldn't he learn how to? I can teach him. We play love in the kitchen. Honey, come and stay with me. This is how you chop the onions. This is how you do this. This is how you do that. Put it in your brain, because tomorrow I might have to dash off to work early and wouldn't have time. That is why men are the homeowners. Men are the head of the family. Right. I am not disputing that. I would never contest that. As a woman, the way I was brought up, I am supposed to be under a man.
Okay.
No matter how successful I am, and I would never go against that. But I'm still all for a man being a helper. Like I said, give 100%. He gives his 100%.
Right.
If he doesn't know how to cook, he should
We
learn.
will come back and look at the issue of money. And somebody is calling. I'm sure the blood they flow well to talk about the money. My sister or my brother calling. Kindly, take it easy. We are going to hear some messages from our sponsors. When we come back, Jennifer Uzoma, she's a Nigerian actress and producer. She's in the studio with me. And the president of Nollywood Ghana, also a director, a producer, and actor, is also here in the studio. We will be looking at money, whether it is a factor we want to consider. In the meantime, please stick and stay. Don't go nowhere. Your calls will be picked in a bit.
All lovers to feel the love this Valentine with Love A to Z on ZFM.
We're bringing love to life in every way, whether it's a grand gesture or a simple story.
Share your love moments with us. Dedicate your favorite songs and win amazing prizes along the way.
Tune in to Love A to Z on ZFM 101.9.
From Wednesday the 29th of January to Friday February 14th, you'll have the chance of winning amazing prizes from interactions on all our social media channels.
From BBZ to the brighter side with NYA the brand, and all the way to Highway 1019.
This Valentine, we'll make it every day a day to remember. Tune in, feel the love, and let us make your celebration unforgettable.
My sugar, my honey, my sweet. Without you, life not as sweet. I go buy you donuts, pastry too, to show you say I love you true. Don't mind, Valentine's Day. Make we celebrate in a sweet, sweet way. Don't mind, show your love. From above. You done make me laugh, you done make me smile. You be my partner in this love style. I go buy you chocolate, strawberry.
So don't wait until it's too late. Call Doman today and make this Val's Day one for the memories. Trust me, your loved one will thank you. Call Doman on 020-110-0533, 020-110-0533, or visit www.domanfoods.com. Doman Foods, that needed taste.
Donuts and pastries sent from above. No be only flowers, no be only rings. Doman donuts make our love sing. Sweet like honey, sweet like sugar too. Doman pastries make our love shine through. Doman, Valentine's Day.
On February 14th, Valentine's Day, we are about to experience different shades of love. The symphonies of love and high life music will fill the Palms Convention Center, La Palm Royal Beach Hotel. Aquabwa presents Shades of Love Concert. Yes, it's back and here again. Come with your loved ones, family and friends and experience Aquabwa music. It's a romantic evening on Valentine's Day from 7 p.m. prompt. Tickets are selling now for 300 Ghana cedis regular, 500 Ghana VIP, and VVIP going for 750 Ghana cedis. For special table reservations, call 0246 466 770.
This is the brighter side.
Yes, so grab your tickets now by dialing *714*2020#. Don't wait to be told. It's Aquaba's Shades of Love Concert, February 14th at 7 p.m. prompt. This event is powered by Big Ideas and 3 Music TV.
This is the brighter side with NYA the brand on Z 101.9 FM.
All right, it's still the brighter side on Z101.9 FM with your one and only NYA the brand. But I'm not alone in the studio. I am here with the beautiful actress from Nigeria, Jenny Uzoma. She's an actress and a producer from Nigeria, visiting Ghana and doing amazing things here. And also, I'm in the studio with the man of the moment, Destiny Austin Omon. He's the president of Nollywood Ghana chapter. He's also a producer and an actor, a director, and more. And what the conversation we are having are things we should look at before, choosing a life partner. We've talked about appearance. We've talked about character. We've talked about domestic capabilities. And we are moving on to another subject. Within the same subject, is money very important in relationships when choosing a life partner? Kojo entry say Odoye de Chensika. Listen to this one. And when I come back, I am picking your calls immediately because you've already started calling. And then I'll hear the submission of the guest. Kojo entry right here.
This is the brighter side with NYA the brand on Z 101.9 FM. This is the brighter side with NYA the brand on Z 101.9 FM.
And so what the song is saying is love is better than money. No, yes, love is better than money. Kojo Entry says when he's just walking with his loved one, oh, how romantic. He is happy, living happily ever after because there's love. It's got nothing to do with money, right?
The American dollar, the Japanese yen, and the Dutch guilder. Materialism, wise and girls. You reap what you sow and the benefit you keep. Love ain't expensive, love ain't cheap. It's a natural mystic like you, my girl. My ebony ivory and the diamond. Love is truly like a blessing from above.
All right, well, yeah, we'll be hearing from the parts of the wonderful people in the studio, but let me activate the phones briefly. And please, the question is, should money be a factor you would want to consider when choosing a life partner? So you can now call and join the conversation on 0303 956641, 0303 956641, or 0544 321019. These are the numbers to call, 0544 321019. And so if you were calling early on, you can now call, make your submission. And the question is, should we consider money when choosing a life partner? And I'm talking about both ways. Ben manu wasika or banusu wasika, or they don't have money. Either ways, should we consider that before choosing a life partner? 0544 321019, the numbers to call right now. And so while we wait for your calls right now, I am still speaking to my guests, and now we are going to the issue of money. Any, many, money, more. See, so who should I start with? I don't even know. But hey, let's speak with Destiny. Can you start first? The question is, we'll come to career, right? But the question is money a factor? And so while we're on 0303 956641, should we consider money when choosing a life partner? I'll be reading your messages briefly, but Destiny is on the floor.
Yes, it's very, very important, because we live in a society where a young man that is struggling is seen as being broke.
A young man struggling is seen as
being broke. Then the girlfriend who also do not have a job also is seen as understanding. It's a problem. two broke people are dating themselves. The man is being called broke because he's struggling.
I'm so sorry. I think we'll take the calls and then we will get back on this conversation. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Could you kindly identify yourself and let us know where you're calling from?
My name is Kobna. I'm calling from East Legon.
Kobna from East Legon. Thank you so much for calling. So straight to the point for me, what would you consider when choosing a life partner? Is money of essence?
Well, definitely money is of essence, but let's not forget that life is full of ups and downs. You might consider the fact that, yes, money is probably one of the most important things when it comes to relationship or even marriage. But then, like the Nigerians say, for better, for safe, for worse, for good. You understand what I'm saying? So I believe that, yes, money is a factor, but since life is full of ups and downs, you might consider the money. What if at the point in time the money gets finished? Then what happens to the marriage? Is it the need factor of the marriage, or is it because you want a life partner? And once that happens, then that means the marriage might not be very, very stable. But I believe, yes, money is a factor, but love is more important, the bonding between the two people.
And do you also believe that there should be a balance when it comes to money in relationship?
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, the two of us become one. So once we become one, I help, you help, life goes on.
I help you, life goes on. Kobna, thank you so much. Kobna from East Legon. Somebody will contact you. You've won yourself a lovely box from Doman Foods. Amazing donuts that you can eat and eat and eat. Thank you so much for calling.
And say hi to Destiny and Jenny for me.
Destiny and great Jenny are listening. They say great show. All right. Yeah. So
thank you. Thank you for calling in. We love you.
Thank you. All right. Welcome. Thanks a lot. And so you can also call on 0544 321019 or 0303956641. We asking, should money be a factor when considering a relationship? So you can also make your contribution right now. We are picking calls right now. Maybe we'll do 2 sessions of calling, but please do call. If you're calling and is busy, keep on trying. It will fall through. At the same time, you can also send your WhatsApp message on 0544321019. Let me read a few messages here. And let me know when there's a call coming through on 0544321019 or 0303956641. This one says, okay, this is from Teresa in Sakumono. Oh, she says, I'm monitoring you. You're doing a great job. Thank you so much, Teresa. And thank you also for making Z101.9 FM your preferred radio station. Number to call 0544-321019. Read a couple of messages and then we box on right here in the studio. This one says, good morning NY and your listeners. Well, good morning to you. This is Margaret Ahoshi contributing. Thank you so much. She says, considering financial status and career when choosing a life partner is a personal decision that depends on individual priorities and values. And here is a call coming in. All right. And values, she says, on one hand, a partner with a stable financial situation can provide security and reduce stress, while shared financial goals can strengthen a relationship. Additionally, a partner with a successful career can offer emotional support and stability. Thank you so much for your contribution, and I'm still reading more. Benis Kuma in Accra says, yes, I will consider. That means that she will consider financial status and career when choosing a life partner. Let's box on. I want to read a couple more, and then we still waiting for your calls on 0544321019 as well as 0303956641. Winifred from Kaswa, beg your pardon, says, when choosing a life partner, career and financial status are not key but must be considered. I believe character is the most important trait to look out for. Destiny Austin Omon. Career, then your name is not in the text. Career and financial status might change, like the gentleman said earlier. Though they may affect character sometimes, they should not be a priority. Thank you so much, Winifred from Kaswa. That is what she says. I appreciate your message. I'll take a couple more. We still don't have our calls coming in. I'm very sure there's some traffic somewhere. I break every traffic in Jesus' name. This one says, yes. Oh, this one is very long too. It's coming from Joseph in the UK. I'll cut it short. Yes, financial status and career are important factors to consider when choosing a life partner, but they shouldn't be the only ones. Love, trust, emotional compatibility Shared values and mutual respect matter just as much, if not more. Financial stability and career goals can impact the quality of life you build together. They influence things like security, future planning, and overall stress levels in a relationship. Okay, I'll leave it right there. Thank you so much, Joseph from the UK. I am grateful for your message. Keep your messages also coming in on 0544321019. I'll be picking calls. We'll pick the calls as we go. Destiny, you were on the floor. Money.
Yes, like I said, two young couples, they are both broke, and the man will be called broke, while the woman will be called understanding. So, as a young man, you should be able to say, okay, how much do we have as couples? So money is a factor. I know men don't really look into that. Men will say, as much as I have a good job, as much as I'm doing well, I'll take care of the family. It's a very wrong thing. Because the truth is, you will not continually, that situation may not continue. You may go into that marriage and lose your job. And let's understand that women do not invest where they don't believe in.
Can you say that again?
Women, their elastic limit is their money.
Wait,
yes, women, their elastic limit is their money.
Okay.
So they don't invest where they don't believe in. So if you want to know your woman, stretch that limit, stretch her money, and see her reaction.
How will you do that?
Yes, let me tell you how you will do that. A girl can date you for as long as 3 years. She would not have a problem until you ask her for money. Like I said here last week, when dating a woman, men should normalize asking women for money the way they ask us for money.
The men should be asking.
Yes.
Babe, I won't go cut my hair.
Not that. Okay. Men should normalize it. We have a car. Probably, let me not go into marriage now. You are dating, and both of you have one car you are using. That's the same car you used to go everywhere. Maybe you just growing up and all of that. Babe, fuel not there for motor. How much do you have? This is a car we use together. Bring it, let's fuel the car. Babe, rents don't expire. How much do you have? How much do you have? That is why going into the relationship, you must know what she earns. You must know her value as a man. Just the same way she wants to know what job are you doing. When they ask you what do you do for a living, they want to know your value. So as a man, normalize asking a girl, what do you do for a living? So you also know her value. So when coming to the table, you know how much she has, you know how much you have. Marriage or relationship is like business. If we are coming to shoot a film, I should be asking you, how much do you have? How much do I have? If as two executive producers, you are telling me you have 5 million, why I should bring 10 million, I will check it. Is it a good business? Why we are going into the same business, the same amount of risk, you want me to bring 10 million while you bring 5 million? It is not a balanced business.
But are you going to look at the woman's financial status for real before you consider the imbalance?
Yes, before, as a young man, I wouldn't have. I was always praying for God make me rich and I'll take care of the home. But now, I will advise my son, balance it. If you are receiving 1 million naira, your wife should be receiving at least 800,000. Otherwise, don't marry her. Hey. You will fall into trouble. You know the disadvantage of it. Whoa. Women that started making money before entering into marriage, they still stick by you when you have no money because they are used to making money. See, when you make money as a woman, you know that every day is not Christmas. The only reason your child can wake you up in the morning and tell you, buy me a cloth, because he doesn't know how to make money. He feels every day is Christmas. But a woman that makes money knows the value of money, and she knows every day is not Christmas. So when she's asking you to buy me Mary Kay or what you call it, she knows the what. She knows how many days of work is going to get her a woman hair. So she values that money. So when you don't have it again, she knows what it means to lose her job and not to have money. So you're on a scale. You are moving forward.
Right.
You are growing together.
You will continue
so with this no matter how rich you are as a young man, if you like, be a billionaire at 30. Do not marry a woman that is not a millionaire. If you are a billionaire, your wife should be at least a millionaire.
This table you are shaking, my brother. The table
I told you, if it was years ago, by God's grace, you know me. I am not a man that is not successful according to my age. I have been trying. Right from 30, I have been stable, being stable as a man. So if I'm talking like this, it's not because I can't afford, but I advise people behind me that if you are a billionaire, at least marry a millionaire. If you want to start life together, it's not wrong to start life with someone that has not made money.
Right.
But let there be that assurance that when you grow to 50 years, 60 years, if you are a billionaire, she should be a millionaire. Otherwise, my brother, you will get frustrated.
Awesome.
I come in peace. So.
You don't come in peace, my brother. Don't even bring that. This is no peace at all. But thanks so much for that. You can call in on 0544-321019. We are talking, but we are still picking your calls. If you're calling and there's traffic, keep on calling. Try in on 0544-321019 and also on 0303-956641. Jennifer.
He makes me laugh.
I know.
Now, the importance of money in a relationship, in a marriage, it cannot be overemphasized. It's a no-brainer. There is a saying that when poverty walks in the door, love flies out of the window.
Okay.
Love is beautiful. I mean, who doesn't love love? Love is the most beautiful thing on earth. But now love will not go chop.
That's cool.
You know, you have to think about your kids. You have to think about the next few years. You have to think about where you live. It's very expensive to raise children these days. Starting from diapers, from their schooling, down to when they are 18. Actually, for life, when you have a child, you have a child. You have the children, they don't ask to be brought into the world.
They say when you give birth to school fees.
I'm telling you, my sister. So you have to think about that. I mean, it's also really nice to marry a wealthy man that will take over, you know, everything.
Destiny says
it's
if
nice.
You're marrying a wealthy man, you also have to be wealthy.
Never mind him. I'm getting somewhere.
No, I want to mind him, but unless maybe you counter that for me.
It's nice. I'm not married, yeah. So if tomorrow I meet a nice man that is willing to take care of me and tells me, okay, baby, just go on with your career, keep your money to yourself, I'll be happy. But I have to be realistic, right? These days it's 50-50. So in that way, I would support his statements. I'm not giving you 5. Hey, hang on.
Men, we have won.
No, just hang on.
You haven't won yet. Wait.
A woman should come in as a helper.
Right.
So for sure, I am going to contribute. But I am not going to bring my all. I am still going to keep some aside for a rainy day. Yes, we get into marriage with lots of optimism. Nobody goes into marriage thinking that the marriage is going to break up tomorrow. But I'm sorry, what if tomorrow the whole thing goes south and you don't have anything?
So in keeping some, you are even still keeping it for the marriage?
No, for myself.
For yourself.
We'll probably have a joint account. I don't have a problem with that. I could still chip in, bring some things, but I will keep some aside for a rainy day. I'm so sorry. I'm not trying to be pessimistic.
He gives you a percentage. That if I'm putting this on my table, because if I'm a millionaire, you should also be a millionaire.
No.
You don't believe in that?
No. I believe in probably 70-30.
Well,
the man has
is?
30, like bringing in 30% contribution. But the man has to bring the major share. Why is he the breadwinner? Why was Adam created first before Eve?
Who made them the breadwinner?
I mean, that's the way.
He's getting ready to fire. So
that's the way it's meant to be. They say we are the weaker sex, right? But now we are even agreeing to the fact that we should contribute to the marriage financially, right? But the man has to bring the major share, and then I help. I contribute. I bring in my 30%. So yeah, getting back to the question, money is very, very, very important in a marriage. Yes, a woman should contribute. A man should contribute.
But then the percentage, a
woman should contribute if need be.
If need be.
Hey, trust me.
You know the fear that
one
you know the fear.
Oh, please.
Right. Let me read something from here while we wait for your calls. When we were not expecting calls, they were coming in. 0544-321019. Should money or career be a factor when considering entering into a relationship? Now, this one is from someone very prominent. It says, I have never asked my wife how much she earns, how much she owns, or what she does with her money. Ask my children. It is my duty to pick up the bills of my family, not my wife's. Any man who cannot pay his bills and take care of his family is a total failure. And this is coming from Sir Pete Idochi.
Thank you,
prominent
Sir
actor. No, before you say thank you yet, this is what he's saying, because we feel like, okay, away from even Africa. At first, I thought it was an African thing until I got exposed to people from the Caribbean, people from Jamaica, people from even America and the UK and all of that. And they all seem to have that sense of responsibility, Destiny, that me supposed do
yes,
but waiting if it contribute, I go take that concept is not even limited to Africa. You see, so Jenny, you will continue, but what do you think about what we've just read?
Okay.
Who is supposed to?
And again, you know, say, for where did they use parable for dry bone, old woman not they happy. if you want to quote Peter Doce, you'll be fair enough to also quote other of his quote he has made. Peter Doce do not believe in 50-50. Pet Edoche believes that the man should be the head and you should be a subject. You can go back to other of his quotes. This is not the only one.
The woman should
submit.
The
woman should always be the subject. That's his belief. So
I don't submit.
Yes,
to the
submit 100%. And if we go that way, that's another thing. But I don't want to go there for another day. Now she had said something, and 30%. Let me also make this, young man. If you find out that your woman is saving outside your home, divorce her, walk away from that marriage. No. She doesn't believe in your future. Let me tell you this. We need to be very, very strained and teach our children something.
Destiny, can you be clear on this one?
I will tell you.
She's saving what?
If you find out that she's saving outside your home.
What do you mean by outside your home?
She just said something. We have a home. Okay. And maybe we've decided to do a joint account kind of a thing. Why are we doing joint account? Because we have a future. We want to take care of the home. And if you look at this, except on very rare occasion, the man dies before the woman. So automatically the man, everything he is making is for his wife and his children to inherit. That is the mindset of the man. You as the woman, if you believe that everything is for you and this home is for you, why are you saving outside your home? Because you have other plans in case the marriages crash. And when it crashes, who does it crash on? It crashes on the man. And you walk away leaving the roof on top of the man. That is your plan. And that is why you have a plan B.
Do the men also walk away?
That is why we must start teaching the men to walk away. You are not Jesus Christ. You are not the lamb who was slain on the cross. So if you also bad, learn to walk away and let the house crush on who he wants to crush on. Because he just said something. You will save outside your marriage.
It doesn't have to be a secret.
Excuse me, please. When you save outside your marriage, you are giving yourself a plan B. Why do you have a plan B when you don't trust the plan A? Marriage, we are not going to go into that risk of plan A. I don't know whether you understand me. We are a home. It is when a woman has a plan B, she don't care whether the home breaks. If a woman has no plan B, she will make sure that home doesn't crack.
All right, Destiny, hold the fire. So if she is saving joint accounts and you are aware she's also saving elsewhere, maybe she's at Makola Market, she's trying to also save. Do you have a problem with that?
No, if you are aware, automatically you've agreed to it. But the way she's sounding, it's not as if the man should be aware. She's saying that you should create a plan B in case something goes wrong and you want to walk away.
Yes,
so I should also create a plan B in case you start misbehaving and I want to walk away.
Hold on.
That is 50-50.
Hold the fire service, they stand here now. So if you're saying that the man must agree before the woman will have another bank account.
Of course, yes.
The man must agree.
Yes, because we are in this union, we agree that it's going to be 50-50. I bring all my salary.
We have not agreed yet too.
But if we have not agreed, then why are we here?
We never agree.
Because if you said you want to bring 30 in, I should bring my 100.
Okay, that's
then you save 20 70. Outside the marriage in case something go wrong. In case something go wrong, what am I falling into? So young men also remember that something might go wrong. This woman may also carry her bag and walk away and leave you with 3 children. She may also walk away and go to America, go abroad and leave you without a house, without children. So there should be that covering for you as a man. The same way she's looking for covering for her as a woman. You not be Jesus Christ now. You not die on the cross.
You not be Jesus Christ. You not die on the cross.
So if I have some amount stashed away somewhere before I came into a marriage with a man, right? And I even make it public. I tell him, oh, I have this account. It's not a secret. So I have to spend the money. I have to bring the money and put it in the joint account.
Is that what you're saying? Divorce, are we going to share that money?
Like I said, nobody goes into a marriage.
Okay, hold on.
Nobody Nobody goes into a marriage
Uh-huh.
with the hope that the marriage will crash. Nobody goes into a marriage. I mean, you go in with all optimism. Nobody wants a marriage to crack. But you see the things that are happening these days, right? You might stay in the marriage 5 years, 10 years in, and then there is trouble in paradise, and things go south. What are you going to fall back on?
So do you save extra money only because the marriage?
Certainly not.
Okay.
Most certainly not. I have a family. I have a family that raised me, nurtured me to adulthood. If I want to send money to my family, do I have to keep disturbing him? Please give me money. Let me send to my papa. Give me money. Let me send to my mama. You know, I don't have to. And that is why you're saying you want a career woman. You want a woman that will contribute to the family. I don't have to ask you for money to send to my family. I don't have to ask you for all this little cash, you know, to do things that I really want to do. And that is why I'm keeping the account. It doesn't have to be a huge secret.
Do you now understand?
Do you understand? I think you're not getting me.
Let's turn it around. Let's turn it around. Let's turn it around. She just said something. She have this money stock before she come into the marriage.
Right.
Okay? And whether in the Bible, whether Muslim marriage, as soon as you come into the marriage, you come into the marriage with all your garbages. You come in with your riches the same way you come in with your poverty and all your garbages. So did you bring that money into the marriage? If you bring that money into the marriage, it's no longer your money, because the Bible said two shall become one. That money becomes a family money. And yet again, I also have my family. I have my mother. I have my extended family to take care of. If you now said you want to use your money to take care of your extended family, and I decide to use my own money to take care of my extended family, who is going to take care of the home? And this home is the reason why you are here. The extended family, it is not your responsibility. Trust me, sending money to your parents, they are not your responsibility.
Wait.
Sorry, say again.
Relax.
One at a time.
Realistic here.
One at a time.
You
Let me ask you a
money-
question on what you've said.
Yes.
You're saying that here in Africa,
Yes.
okay, sending money to your folks,
Yes.
especially your folks who don't have it,
Yes.
it's not your
No,
responsibility.
you are doing it out of generosity. I'm telling you the truth. It is out of generosity. Let's not overpressure ourselves.
Okay.
For instance, now you have a brother, you have a sister. The best you can do is you invest in them. That's even generosity. It is not your duty. It is not your responsibility. You brought kids into this world. You brought children into this world. Your first responsibility as a family, as a mother, as a father, are those children you have brought into this world.
Right. So under the circumstance, Destiny, you have parents.
Yes.
You are married, and Jenny's point, which you make again, is you realize that where you are, ebiniho, there's no money.
Yes.
So you know how your mother struggled to take care of you.
Yeah.
You've gone into marriage not to make money off the man, but you've gone into marriage, things are working, you are making a little money per work here and there, you are taking care of your home, and you know where you are from. Are you saying that she's saving money so she would use that one and not come and disturb the accounts we both have? Are you saying that it's not okay for her to take care of, buy yam, buy tomatoes, and take to mama?
I am not saying it is not okay. That's something called
it's not your
priorities and
responsibility.
secondary. That one is secondary responsibility.
Okay.
Let's say, for instance, now we need to pay school fees. It's January, February. We need to pay school fees.
That's
right. And I'm struggling as a man looking for school fees. And you have 2,000 Ghana cedis. And you want to send 1,000 Ghana cedis to your mother. It's a no.
Okay, we get that.
The children's school fees should come first.
We
I
get
also
that.
have a mother. If I decide to use that school fees and send it to my mother for the children to stay at home, would you like it?
Okay, Jennifer, finally,
So if
quickly
we are
before.
partners, we should learn that.
That means there
the
should be that
first business-
conversation.
The first business, it's home. It is out of the crumbs that we have eaten that we give to others. Trust
Child,
me.
wait. Others are not your parents.
No, not your parents, but what I'm saying is that your children should be the first.
Absolutely.
You would not say, I will send to my mother, but my husband has to look for a way to take care of the children. My brother,
Jennifer will come in
accept
here.
such kind of marriage.
Yes, sir. Jennifer will come in here as well. And after that, we will go and listen to something from Kojo Entry again, my shining star, just to calm the nerves. So we can focus on love smaller. What did they happy for you?
You see, when I and my partner get to this stage of arguing over funding, wahala don't start. And that is why I would advise everybody get into a marriage or a lifelong relationship to get to know your partner very, very well. Discuss these things. If possible, write them down so you can refer back to it. I am going to have my account coming into the marriage and I'm going to make it public. But that's going to be my account. And I also agree with what he's saying. Family comes first.
That's right.
Right? But that doesn't mean that I'm going to forget the people that raised me. And if they need me to assist them, I would assist them because I knew these people before I knew my husband. That doesn't mean that I'm not all for my husband. Of course, I would also have kids. If you put my mother here and you put my child here, I mean, if you put a gun to my head, I would go for my child.
Okay.
So I agree with what he's saying. Family comes first, but that doesn't mean that you also shouldn't have your own account. Girls, if you're listening to me, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be submissive to a man. Be submissive completely, 100%. Be open about your funding. But I also believe in keeping that account, you know, in case something happens tomorrow. I am not going into marriage with a plan B. No, I'm going into marriage with the aim of making my marriage work for life.
That's right.
But anything can happen. I'm sorry.
That is what destiny doesn't want.
And men too, please. And men too, please. Make sure she doesn't know how much you earn, so that you can also have an account outside the house, because anything can happen.
Okay, that's fine.
Don't let your wife.
That's how you're saying it.
Let's turn it around, because
you shouldn't know how much you earn.
Yes, your wife should not also know how much you earn, so that you can save outside the marriage, because anything can happen. You can get sick tomorrow and she decides to walk away. You can be in the wheelchair, you can get stroke, and when you start reaching 45, don't forget that you have high blood pressure and many issues to deal with. So also save after the home, outside the home, so that if she decides to leave you at 50 when you start experiencing high blood pressure, you can also rent maids that will come and take care of you. So it's 50-50. I agree on that.
They never even tell you how much they have anyway. They never even tell you.
All right.
They never tell you how much they have.
Ceasefire.
I will be going to everybody's show and be talking about it, because men are suffering.
I agree with you.
Women are suffering as well.
I will take it upon myself.
Women are suffering as well.
Okay, hold on. Kojo Entry says you are my shining star. And you know we are entering Valentine. Valentine is on Friday. And so, men, Destiny, will you tell me that you will not tell her you are my shining star? You too now, you not look. Let's go and listen to this song and come back. And when we come back, please, you are calling into the show as well on 0544321019 and make your contribution. Please, no verse. If you're calling and it's not going through, don't stop. We need your contribution right here. You can also try on 0303956641. Should money be considered before entering into a relationship leading to marriage?
My sweetest one, I sing this song for you. You are the light that shines me through the darkest places. Forever I will love you so, and ever I want you to know that you are a star, my shining star. You are my star, my shining star. Come on, give me all your love. I just can't get enough. I will never last a day when you take your love away. Forever I'm yours, and ever I want your love, 'cause you
Mr. Music Man, Kojo Entry, he says, you are my star, my shining star, and I agree with that. Love is certainly in the air right here on Z 101.9 FM. I'm still in the studio. We are taking a few final words here and there from our guests, Destiny Austin Ormond and Jennifer, or Jenny Uzoma, Nigerian actress and producer, and Destiny is also the president of Nollywood Ghana chapter, a producer, director, and an actor. And they have promised they will cease fire and talk lovingly because we are in the month of love. Destiny. Quickly, we've got just 4 minutes to go. There is this instinct in man, okay? He wants to make his babe look good. And it gives him, I don't want to use the word ego, but it makes him feel good. Get her this car. Get her this hair. Let her look good. That natural instinct. Now that we are talking about 50-50, where does it lie?
You see, you can't take that away. A man is a born provider. Okay. So there's this instinct that, okay, she's my woman, she's more or less like my child. Okay. The men always believe that their women are like babies to them. So it's natural for you to go outside. You see this dress look nice on this actress and say, okay, I want to buy for my woman. It's natural for you to go out. You see this chocolate looking well packaged and say, I want to buy for my woman. Okay. So, but if you are in a relationship, as much as you try to buy, make sure she's also buying for you. Because it's not balanced that during Valentine, I'll go and shop all the shopping, then you buy me singlets and panties.
What's wrong with that?
It's wrong.
No, but...
Because the value of what you give matters. Trust me.
So you want it to be reciprocated?
Yes. So if I'm buying you things, I'm breaking bank to buy you gift, then you are buying me singlets, you are buying me panties. It's not balancing. Also go to the goat shop and look for a Rolex that the same way he's spoiling you. Why not also go and look for a pair of
The table leg don't break already. You won't break them still.
No, it should be balanced. As much as it's beautiful to do it for
should be balanced.
It's beautiful when a woman does it for a man.
What do you think about this? And
I love love.
Oh
my goodness, love is a beautiful thing.
That's right.
Left to me, I know what we're talking about now is all reality, but left to me, I would love to be swept away by a man, being taken care of, chocolates, ice cream, sweet love making, and all of that. You know, so yeah. But then again, I'll have to agree with him as well. Right. It should be, you know, a two-way thing.
50-50.
It takes two to tango. So as he's buying me gifts, who doesn't like to receive gifts? Even the richest people appreciate gifts, no matter how small it is. But just make sure that yours is smaller than his own.
Yours is smaller than
yours as the woman should be smaller than
even
his.
If you have all the money.
No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
All right, you're just kidding. Thank you so much. I have been speaking with Jennifer Uzoma, or Jenny Uzoma. She is a Nigerian actress and a producer. She came all the way from Nigeria. She's doing a few projects here and there, and she was so graceful to be with us in the studio. I've also been speaking with Nollywood Ghana president. All right,
and Nollywood Ghana chapter president,
of course, and he's a producer, he's a director as well. He has also been speaking with us. I want to say thank you so much for taking time off your busy schedule to discuss this with us. We have taken everything you've said in good faith, and to say thank you, our sponsors, Body Pride Spa is giving you a lovely spa treatment anytime you are ready to do it. The voucher is yours and is yours.
Wow, thank you.
Okay, so they do for both men. They give you good massage, medical and relaxation massage, and more, and that is your portion. So we give you the voucher, and you have that while you are in Ghana, and of course you are here in Ghana. Thank you so much. We're going for the midday news. I'm your one and only NYA the brand. I will continue in the afternoon, and I know that by afternoon your calls will be coming through. Well, it's not the culture, but I will still pick those calls as they come. Thank you so much for making